Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for being the amazing, beautiful few who are in seats for the sponsor talks. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, RussConf. This is an amazing conference, and you all are so important to the future of all computing. Thank you for coming, and thank you for having me. So I am Jarrod. I work at Mimic, and we fight bad guys. To set the stage real quickly and make sure that we're aligned, ransomware is terrorism. It is very frequently state-sponsored, and if it is not state-sponsored, it is often state-condoned, and it is killing people regularly. Children are dying, our friends and family are dying, and these groups are criminal industries that are attacking hospitals, governments, cities, schools, anything they can pop, and it is a massive, massive problem. It is worse than you think. It is worse than it looks on the news, and it is going to get much worse before it gets better. But hopefully, we can make it better. So the problem with actually doing anything to affect ransomware is that, well, it's really easy to detect and block ransomware. And what I mean by that is, like, if you think of web servers, email servers, Active Directory, things that you deploy and are largely running all day, every day, they should only ever do one thing. And if somebody introduces a binary that randomly scans the entire hard drive, encrypting everything, overwriting everything, that stands out like a sore thumb, and it is very easy to detect and block ransomware. The problem, though, is that ransomware is a binary. Ransomware attackers are people, and people are much more difficult to block. If you block a binary with somebody who already has super user access to your systems, you've just let them know that you've seen them. They're still there. They have still done a lot to the machines. And if you back up, continually back up the attack timeline and try to get all the way back to the start, it amounts to something changing on the system that should not have changed. Whether that be access, ports opening, shells starting, something that a machine shouldn't have done was done and has led to the full attack. So we have backed up that timeline, continually blocking everything we could until we've gotten to a point where, hey, we see everything on the machine, and we can flip our script and ensure good rather than block bad. Now, I'm not a designer, I'm an engineer, so imagine that as a heat map of memory or hard drive or something on a system. Processes at the super user level can poke and prod at just about anything. It is a whole blob of global mutable state, and because you're such amazing people at a conference like this, you are inherently opposed and allergic to such ideas. But that is what we deploy to, and that's what we run every single day. Now, if we take some of the Rust principles to securing systems, things like explicit ownership, then we can draw lines around the processes that are touching files, writing files, and ensure that they are the only ones that ever get to write, read, or touch those files. Now, it's very similar to user permissions, groups, whatever, but you have to think that we are already at the super user or admin level. A lot of those checks don't matter anymore. So what Mimic does is that we are developing and producing a change control enforcement platform so that when you are outside of a change control window, what shouldn't change doesn't change. If you're an application server, web service serving files from a particular directory, you should only ever touch files from that directory. If you're writing logs over here, you should only ever write log to that directory. And by building out a system that allows us to audit and control everything down to the kernel level on both Linux and Windows, we get the ability to alleviate a whole slew of problems, including ransomware. And things like immutability. How many times have you troubleshot a server, troubleshot, and left something installed, or an admin left something around? There are lots of things that can be introduced to a system that cause problems. We audit, log, block, all of those, and if it gets to a hostile point where we actually are very sure that it is ransomware, we can isolate the system, shut it down, start backups, whatever. If you like any of the stuff I'm talking about, if you want to fight the bad guys, if you want to feel like you're a little bit like Batman, and you like doing the things that Microsoft talks about, digging deep into the kernel, low-level stuff. We do a lot of that. We put WebAssembly where WebAssembly might not go or should maybe not go. We do lots of crazy things, but we are a startup. We are a Series A, and if you like the startup vibe and you like security, then come talk to us. We're the table with the dice over in the corner. Thank you.